Geometry, you draw. Okay? 1, 2, 3.
Well, I wasn't fast enough on that horse. I wasn't fast enough. That's just a little indication we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about Hollywood and the wild, wild west. You don't have to go back to the ancient days with the wild westerns and 1800s or anything like that. You got it right here in Hollywood today. Everything. I was just giving you a little demonstration of what used to go on back in those days. It used to be the quickest draw one, and if you wasn't so quick, you got to plot a cemetery somewhere. You know what I mean? Well, that's what we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about the wild, wild west of Hollywood. Ooh, stay tuned. This is going to be exciting, I think. I hope so. All right. First of all, I'm going to get out my little cheat notes here. Okay, like I say, this is not rehearsed. Nothing's rehearsed here. It's just wing it. You know what I mean? I just wrote down a few things I'm going to talk about here. You know what I mean? Okay. First of all, we're going to talk about, when you're out here in Hollywood or anywhere else you go, who needs a movie theater? You don't need a movie theater. Just find yourself a nicer, hotel, apartment or something along the boulevard or anywhere around the main corridor and everything. And just like I have here, my studio apartment, and you got a nice view of Hollywood Boulevard from here and all that. And just listen. Just lay on your bed, open up the window a crack. Sometimes you don't even have to open up the window a crack. You get enough excitement even with the windows closed. You know what I mean? And then just listen. You know what I mean? Make yourself some popcorn or whatever. I mean, if you want to get more of a view and everything like that, you can put a little webcam out there to take a view of what's going on out there. Okay? And then watch the show, here in Hollywood. Okay, I'm going to give an example like last night. All right? Happens a lot. Whatever. Okay, about 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning, I hear some guys out there, whatever. I don't know exactly what they're saying, but they're mumbling. Jesus. The other one's going, that's fair. They're arguing back and forth. No, these ain't Chinese people or whatever. I'm not going to discriminate. Everybody's got their own unique way of talking. And I don't want to pick on anybody. But there's a lot of noise going on out there, okay? And, okay, so I said, all right, what's going to happen now? What's tonight's premiere going to be here? Yeah, out in Hollywood. So you don't have to go to premiere. You just have, like I said, you just have to listen, okay? And so in a little while and everything, I hear pop, 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 pop. Definitely definitely not firecrackers, and definitely not, a backfire. And I've been out here in Hollywood long enough to know the difference between a gunshot and a backfire. I said, okay, okay. All right, the excitement's going to begin here, whatever. Won't be long before I hear the helicopters flying overhead. And I also won't be long before I see, all kinds of cop cruisers coming down the road here. They threw me a little bit of a curveball on this one here because, I didn't hear anything going on. What's going on here? I thought for sure they'd be down here or something. And then I looked outside. I guess they did a silent alarm, or whatever, because I look out there, there's cop cars everywhere. They just kind of snuck up on the situation here. I said, okay, all right, they're here. Hooray, the cavalry is here to save us all. So, I didn't go out there. I'm not stupid, but, whatever. I guess I could lower them down some coffee. If they're missing their coffee break or something, throw them a few donuts. I said, hey, have you donut break here? Or coffee break here? I'll give you a couple of donuts here. Throw them down there. Catch. Yeah. But I think they were a little busy at the time. I mean, there must have been about, a bunch of cops and everything, a lot of them and everything. They got the flashlights on and everything. And they're all going in like formation down the middle of the road, You know. Oh, I lost my slipper again. And that's what they were doing. Okay, they were going down. I don't know what they were looking for, or I guess they were trying to figure out where the hell these gunshots were coming from. You know what I mean? So I said, okay, that's nice. Uh, after a while of that going on or whatever, they were out there forever. It seemed at least an hour or so. I couldn't sleep because, first of all, the the preview of the premiere when they were screaming and yelling out there and everything. You couldn't sleep. But then the grand finale with the pop, pop, pop. And then I really couldn't sleep. So, I know it's not really funny here. It shouldn't be funny, but I'm sorry. But hey, this is Hollywood. Gotta expect things like this to happen, unfortunately. Okay, so what happens next and everything, I don't know. It's still going on out there. And I look out there and, I see the cop talking to somebody on the side of the road there or something. And a couple of them, I get to doing the interviews now, seeing what's going on here. And the guys, the interviewing this guy, I hear this guy talking back. I don't know nothing. I wasn't here. I don't know. I know what you're talking about. I wasn't here. Gunfire? I don't know. I'm half deaf. I can't hear anything too well. I know. It might have been something. I don't know. So, they're going at it. Blah, 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 blah. And, it's like, so, all right, when are they going to go home so I could get some sleep here? And, eventually it quieted down and they went home. Obviously, the gunshots, I don't think was a false alarm. I think it, but there was no, thank God there was no killings or anything, because if there was, I'm sure I would have had the paramedics coming by. I didn't see no paramedics or any medical squads here. So, I'm guessing that, what happened is he got some guy out there, with his toy, not his toy gun, a real gun, and everything like that. It's like the old Wild West. You come out at a rodeo or something, or whatever, and your horse, and you're going up there, and you go, yeah, and he's shooting the gun in the air, pow, 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 pow. Maybe that's what he was doing. I don't know. So that's why nobody died. Oh, maybe they got a bird or something up there, but I don't know if the bird's out in that late at night. Maybe a bat or something. I don't know. But like I said, you don't have to worry about going to see a movie, or if you want to see action, you want to see anything like that, just listen. Just listen, or if you want to put a webcam out there, fine. Okay, you're going to see lots of action out here. I've seen, people going up and down the road and everything like that, singing, auditioning for, I don't know, maybe they want to be the next pop star or something. But it wasn't too good. It's like it's almost as bad as my singing. You know what I mean? It was pretty bad. It wasn't really singing, but it's like they were preaching, singing. I don't know, and it's crazy. After a while, I go out in my little balcony out there and I say, "Excuse me, but do you have any new material? You've been using the same thing here for an hour here. Can't you at least come up with something original here?" No? Yeah. Yeah, you have a nice night. Whatever. That goes on. Okay. That and, lots of crazy things. Yeah, so I'm going to end up with that. I went down to overboard. I always go into overtime with that. And, so we're going to, because I have a little something to talk about toward the end about, it kind of fits in with this subject here. Now, okay, next one is we're going to talk about. Halloween when it comes up there, and it's some kind of festivals that go on. Everybody dresses up in costumes and everything. Especially Halloween, that's the big one. You have Halloween here, 24/7 out here in Hollywood. You don't need a day for it. My God, you go out here, and you see all kind of people dressed as anything you can think of under the sun. First you got the regular characters and everything, Spider-Man and and Superman and a bunch of these people I don't even know. I mean, like I said, I don't really follow the fads with movies and everything like that. So there could be some superstar movie character out there, and I don't even know who they are right now. But I get a preview because I see all these people out there dressed as I don't know what they are. I mean, they could be a real alien. I wouldn't know. I mean, aliens would fit in real good here in Hollywood because you just don't know if it's an alien or just somebody dressing up and they make an impression or something by being something different. You know what I mean? I don't know. Who knows? Whatever. But I mean, see all kinds of characters, and they put on nice shows out there and everything like that. I mean, they'll go prancing in the middle of Hollywood Boulevard. You can't hit me. You can't hit me. I'm God. You can't hit me. Oh, you hit me. Why did you do that? I'm God. You can't hit me. It's against the law. God's law. You can't hit me. You know. But hey, in Hollywood, I mean, you would get hit and everything or whatever. Nobody will even know what's going on here. Whatever. It's weird. It's like oh, I don't know. I hit you. I'm sorry. I didn't see you there. You know. I mean, it's all that kind of stuff. Okay, that's enough. Well, let's move on here. Halloween. Every day is Halloween out here. Again, like I said, I mean, you never know what you're gonna see out there or what they're gonna be doing. Yeah, we're talking about security. I mean, when I talk about security here, it's like I mean, you don't have to. You're pretty safe out here, really. You know what I mean? I mean, they probably have more security guards out here than employees that work in these stores and everything. And I mean, they're everywhere. My God, I mean, I know a few of them. They're pretty nice guys, and I mean, they're everywhere. It's like the president is going to visit us or something like that because they're all over the place. You know what I mean? The only place I've really seen is the Chinese takeout place. I haven't seen them in there yet, but maybe they're undercover or something here, whatever. I mean, maybe it's not really a waiter there asking, would you like to have a number 2 or number 4 or number 6? They still don't use numbers there for Chinese food. I don't know. But, I mean, or maybe it is really an undercover agent, by pretending to be a waiter there at the door or something. I don't know. But, I mean, they're all over the place. Okay? I mean, I don't know. It's like, I mean, what does the regular law enforcement do? I mean, they're too busy up there flying around in their helicopters. Woo, 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 woo. You know what I mean? Or down at the donut shop or something. I mean, just the other day and everything. I mean, they're having a premiere or whatever. They're having premieres all over the place here. This one was over by Netflix that now, controls the Egyptian Theater just down the street from me. And, I'm going to the corner. I'm heading home from my routine and everything of what I do out there in the Angel Hollywood. Yeah, little plug here. Spreading love and peace and all kinds of good things to the people out there because that's what angels do. Good angels do. That's what I do. So, I mean, I'm on my way home and everything, and they have the regular security. I mean, whatever. Make sure that nobody's going to bust their, premieres and everything or get in there. Not supposed to be in there. And then at the corner of the street where, they block it off. You know what I mean? You got to cross the street there because you can't go that way. And there must have been like a dozen cops. They're all sitting around eating donuts. I'm serious about this. Donuts and coffee. It's like, I could hear him now. I said, well, I'm so glad when I got these premieres here. Hey, we got a lot of donuts and free coffee here. Hey, this is great. I mean, how's your donut taste there, Charlie? Oh, cool. I mean, I got a raspberry filling. I mean, that's cool. I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't know. I mean, they are all there eating donuts and having coffee, and I go by and I say, hey, nice coffee break you got here. I mean, you got any extra donuts here? I mean, even though I wouldn't have one, it's damn fattening. But I mean, I could go for a little bit of a coffee, but I mean, I guess they drank it all. Okay, whatever. So I mean, oh, they needed it to supply their keep them awake for the next couple hours during the premiere going on. You know what I mean? So I mean, security is everywhere. I mean, it's crazy. I mean, but hey, that's we gotta protect Hollywood. This is the land of dreams, the land of fantasy, and we gotta have a nice reputation here. So that's how that works. All right, enough of that one. All right, we're gonna talk about prime real estate. Now, when they call, oh, sorry, I lost my note. When I talk about prime real estate, I mean, well, we know how real estate is in California and elsewhere in the world. It's very expensive, and it's especially here in Hollywood, land is very precious and very valuable. So it's gonna. I mean, the land is a hell of a lot more in value than the freaking things that they build on. You know what I mean? Around here, when they don't, I mean, when they buy a house, when you buy a house or something out here in here, I mean, a lot of times they just tear the damn thing down. I mean, they don't. I mean, the land is more valuable than the house, so they tear the house down. Just they buy the land because that's where they're gonna put a new house up. You know what I mean? And it's weird, but that's the way they work it. I mean that doesn't really work over in the East Coast. Where I used to live in the East Coast, when you bought a house, you moved in and you lived in it. Here they tear it down, and they build another one. Well, everybody wants to have their own style and everything, compete with everybody else. So I guess that's how they do it out here in Hollywood. And also we got this new thing here now, or whatever. It's really been getting popular here. They call it Tent City. I mean, for the grace of the way the economy is, and the way the rich keep getting richer and the poor keep getting poorer, and you get a wider gap there. You get more and more people that can't afford to buy a house, or they can't afford to rent or anything like that or whatever. So unfortunately, they're homeless. Okay, it's not a pleasant thing, but it's a lot of it out here. Tent City, all over the place. I mean, they're going to try to do something about it, but fine. But I wouldn't be surprised if meanwhile something there. I mean, the land there, of course. I mean, I could see it at a town meeting here, the mayor and others, and saying, going by and they say, "Hey, well, I see an opportunity to make a lot of money here. I mean, hey, look at these homeless people building these tents here, and these structures. I mean, they're getting it free here. That's not right. I mean, they should be paying taxes, real estate taxes and property taxes like everybody else. So they get the assessors out there, and they start assessing at the corners where all these tents are and everything. Oh, this is a pretty big one here. We'll have to charge you about $5,000 on this one. Oh, this one here, that's not too bad. About $2,000 on this one. All right. We'll have an installment plan, so make it a little easy on you. Money. Got to get that revenue. So, hey, why not charge the people on the streets, their little tents or whatever, I mean, you get a discount if you buy something that's real tiny or something, like just something like a shower curtain or something. Whatever. It really doesn't do anything, but it just gives you a little shelter. You know what I mean? So that real estate isn't too much. So you get a deal on that. Maybe it wasn't too fun here. Maybe it was. I don't know. We'll have to see if the house go ha or they go to boo boo. I don't know. We'll have to see. All right. So that's what it is about real estate. Okay. And there's plenty of real estate out here. I mean, it's it's deceiving in a way. You get all these buildings and everything being built and everything, and they complain about shortages and this and that and all that. But if you get what's already built and everything, I mean, probably the lower floor, or the lower 2 floors or whatever, have people in them. They're actually rented out. The rest of it is just vacant spot, space. There's nothing in there. I mean, I can't prove it for sure, but I'm pretty sure that's the way it works out here. You know what I mean? I know there's definitely buildings out here that, you got this one down the road. It used to be like a Hollywood National Bank or something. You know what I mean? You probably seen it in movies. You know what I mean? I mean, it used to be used as the Daily Planet. Ooh, Superman movies. Everybody watch those Superman movies? There was a bunch of them where they used that building. It was one of the tallest skyscrapers in Hollywood. Probably still is. And even though it hasn't been used in about who knows how many years, they probably just rented it out to it's been for sale forever and ever and ever. There's nobody in there. Hasn't been anybody in there for years. And they, it used to be used for some of the Superman movies as a Daily Planet. Ooh, isn't that cool? So next time you go down to Hollywood Boulevard and you're at the corner of Highland and Hollywood Boulevard, just look at that building. That's where the Superman movies were, filmed for the Daily Planet. Okay, isn't that cool? All right. Now, we're going to talk about, that's the wrong side. That was the other notes. We're going to talk about party time. Party time, I like to go clubbing. In fact, tonight I'm going out. I'm going to, there's the Beverly Hills is having their film festival going on this weekend. Some kind of big film festival. And there's going to be a bunch of parties going on to celebrate this stuff. You know what I mean? And I'm going to go to one of them, okay? This one here isn't exactly in Beverly Hills. But it's right here in Hollywood, where a lot of stuff happens, of course. And, I'm going to that. There might be some big people there. Like, you ever hear of Sylvester Stallone? I guess he's pretty big with the film industry with the Beverly Hills. And I heard he's going to probably be going to some of those things. And it's some of the other ones. So who knows? Maybe I'll bump into him. Whatever. I'm not into celebrities, but hey, I wouldn't mind. Maybe maybe one of them got the power, the influence to make me big in this world. You know what I mean? It would be nice to get a little influence here. Nobody knows me too well yet, but if people see me with Sylvester Stallone, or I can't even say his name. I'm sorry, but or anybody like him, they say, "Oh, well, this person must be very important here." My God, look at it. Who's with this big celebrity here? God, I gotta get her autograph too, so I can get the other autograph. Whatever. Whatever. I don't know. I'm not about to suck up to the stars to get influence. But I will talk to them or whatever, because they're just like anybody else in this world. All right. Like I say, party time. I talk about party time. I say I like to go clubbing. Like I said, that's where I'm going tonight to this event, red carpet event, supposedly. We'll see. And then when it's these days you really don't have to go anywhere. There are a lot of clubs around here where you can go party, which I do, but you only have to do it. Just come in Hollywood with a car and everything. Find a parking spot somewhere and just park and party it up on the streets. I hear it every night almost here at Hollywood Boulevard. Well, I'm not exactly on Hollywood Boulevard, but I'm on a street that's adjacent to it, and it's very close to Hollywood Boulevard, so you can call it Hollywood Boulevard, okay? And and like from the midweek on to the weekend, it's like Party City out there. There's all kinds of activities going down right on the street there. As long as you can find a parking spot, and the meters are not active at night, so so I guess you could stay there. Except that there's one day a week where the street sweeper comes down, and if you park on that night, you're gonna get a ticket. So watch yourself. Make sure you don't park there on the side of the street when that street sweeper is supposed to come through in the morning. Oh, they don't like that too much. In fact, they charge big fines for that. Okay, you know, and it doesn't. I mean, I know that the town. I mean, like every other city and everything, they got noise ordinances. Okay, I got it right. And and I believe that even on the weekends around here, it's like 10 p.m. Uh, Not positive on that, but I mean, I'm pretty sure that's the way it works. And supposedly after that hour, I think it's supposed to tone down. You know what I mean? I mean, unless they got some special exceptions around the districts where where there's a lot of clubs around, stuff like that. Maybe they go to like 2 or 3 in the morning, which it seems to be out here anyway. I mean, because it'll be like 1, 2 in the mornings, even 3 in the morning, and everything, and they're whooping it up out there big time. You know what I mean? Having a grand old time. And guess what? I mean, forget about trying to complain about it. It ain't gonna work. I mean, I never complain because I'm not that way. I mean, in fact, I love the noise and everything. I love people, and I mean, I even going out and join them sometimes. I mean, it's fun. You know what I mean? And you're not going to hear anything be going on because it's like they look the other way on this stuff. You know what I mean? Unless there's really a crime being committed, then you're not going to get that noise shut down. Okay? And the people, the security people in my apartment building and other apartment buildings really have no say because they can only control what's at their door into the complex. Outside of it, it's like they can't do anything. Not really. I mean, and you know, even though I haven't complained about the noise or called 911 or whatever, I'm sure that somebody out here must have done that by now. I mean, call the police department, whatever. Hey, they're making a lot of noise out there. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. I don't think I ever seen one cop car come down here at that hour to say, okay, they're making a little bit of noise here. You get up to break it up. Yeah, break it up. Making a little bit too much noise here. You know, I mean, they don't even have to do that. I mean, if they really want to do something to help the tenants around here who own apartments around this noisy area, I mean, just take one of their helicopters. They're out there at nighttime, believe me, they are. And, just fly over an area, whatever. Just shine a spotlight down there for a second. Believe me, I mean, the people below are partying and everything, and they see a spotlight on them from above. I mean, they're gonna know what's going on here. I said, "Oh, we gotta get out of here, huh? They got a spotlight on us. I mean, they're gonna come down with the cars any minute and arrest us." I mean, but no spotlights. So I mean, only when they're really tracing criminals or something like that. All right, I said my say on this stuff here. Hollywood is full of action. It's the wild, wild west, like I said at the beginning. I mean, it's really crazy out here. But you want to know something? I love it. 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 I mean, I don't like violence. I don't see too much of that out here. Thank God. I mean, there's a lot of craziness going on out here, but for the most part, most people are not too crazy to the point of doing violence. I mean, which is nice. I mean, the other day they had another. When people keep hearing about these protests that the Palestinians are doing and Israel and this and that and all this violence and everything that's going on, I mean, personally, I think it's way overblown about what's actually happening because, I mean, I've been I mean, I don't purposely go to one. I just happen to be in the middle of some of these protests going on. There was just one the other day with the Palestinians and going by. And, I mean, it was no big deal. I mean, they were very peaceful and orderly. And, I mean, they're out there waving their flags and this and that and going around doing things. But for the most part, it's very peaceful, okay? I mean, but one time, I mean, I'm just going to finish off with this. Where, I mean, it's a story I got to dance in front of, and I guess it's pro-Israel. And one day when I was there, I mean, this guy's come by. I mean, I can't tell him to get out because He has a right to the sidewalk like everybody else. And he puts himself in front of that store and he's yelling at obscene words to everybody that goes around him. Don't visit this FFFF store and everything. It supports Israel. And he keeps going at it. I mean, he doesn't do anything but verbally tells people this stuff at a very loud volume. You know what I mean? And he kept doing it on and on. And I mean, I feel sorry for the storekeepers and everything, the security there, because they can't do anything. Because like I said, like even down here, I mean, they don't have any control over the sidewalks. I mean, unless there's something of real violence going on or something that's totally against the law. I mean, the security can't do anything. And I mean, calling the police, I mean, they're not going to come down. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen any cop cars come down for disturbing the peace, which is the most common thing that goes on. When I say disturbing the peace, being obnoxiously loud or vulgar or anything like that. I mean, that's accepted and unfortunately accepted here in Hollywood. And it's, I don't know, I don't know if they could do much about it. So, I mean, that's just a little story I told you about. So I'm going to end it here by saying, Victoria loves you all. Keep on smiling. This is what I wore on the billboard tonight, my little dress here. I was told that, well, I mean, I kind of looked at myself in the storefront when I was dancing, and the light was pretty strong, and I gotta go there. Let's just say that saw a couple of bullseyes. Pretty cool. I'm close on my body, huh? I know nobody complains out here. I bet you if I was in the East Coast, though, so that means hey, you can't do that. Cover up. It's indecent exposure here. Out here, they take your pictures. They love it out here. You know what I mean? I mean, I also saw those. They've been around lately. Those that nun cup. I know these are special nuns or something. I don't know. I mean, they have their own way. I call them, free-spirited nuns, okay, or whatever. I mean, they have their own way of preaching God's religion, and what nuns do and all that kind of stuff. Their way, and it's very. I think it's pretty cool. I mean, they're going down the street with. I mean, they got these big breasts showing out in the open. I mean, hey, or whatever, and the only thing that's covered up, is a little X right across the bullseye. And I guess that's legal because nobody ever says anything about it or does anything about it. But hey, I think the body's beautiful. If you want to go and you want to show off your body, that's fine. I mean, I show off more myself, but I mean, according to the law, it's a no-no. I can only do so much. Okay. All right. Love you all. Peace, love, harmony. Keep on smiling. Keep on loving. Bye-bye. I have to do my little dance at the end. Okay. See if I slip my fall. See if my thing falls off. I mean, channel.